800 likes, it's a standard. I personally have a very great ability, even Superman wishes he had it, and that's actually knowing if a place is haunted or not. Like when I was a kid, I always had that feeling that my grandma's house was haunted, even though I had never encountered anything in it. And years after, my uncles told me how it was actually full of shit. So I was right. But believe me, my child, even your real dad can tell that the next house is haunted by just looking at it. Just when I saw the thumbnail, I felt it like a fresh fart in the wind. Right from the start, you will know what it is all about, like a naked guy in the streets holding a sign that says, "The end of the world was yesterday." A guy walking into the room because he somehow heard the chandelier swinging. I guess he also has a special ability. The second part, while he is walking to find the noise source, and I don't know if he was turning on the lights or breaking his ankles while walking, but no lights were turned on, so definitely the second choice. At the end, the ball falls dramatically. I won't take this house even if he pays me to. You know what? After thinking about it, I may take that deal. Regardless, the man must have kids, because why else would he have these stickers? Is he trying to tell us something? Or did the family go out cold so he could record the tapes? Back in 2007, when I was in school, and you were at some street trying to give me free candy, there was a guy. A very humble, beautiful guy. He was sitting on the floor watching the new trailer for the upcoming Simpsons movie. I almost teared up. But hold on, folks, while he was recording his beautiful experience, the door behind him moved. At first, I said that was the wind, then his clothes fell to the ground. I assumed it was just the gravity, but when I ate some shit and finished the video, I can tell you, in 2007, at the time when he was recording, the wind and the gravity were somewhere in Vegas drunk and having sex, because the trash can and the boxing bag can't move naturally like that.
This summer, between honor and dishonor, between family and enemies, between July and August, a line will be drawn and then colored in yellow. Run! Run! Jump! Jump! Run! Run! I know we've had a rough day, but sure we can put all
First states that border Springfield, Ohio, Nevada, Maine, and Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
An empire will rise.
There's two buttons behind this disc. One will supply your town with power. The other releases the hounds. Just look into your heart. You will find the answer.
And the family will fall.
His room looks very innocent and comfy, but when he went outside I got depressed, because inside it's like heaven, and outside is like hell. But actually it's the opposite when talking about which place is more safe. I just realized that the previous two were heavily focused on the houses. Well, the next one will also be like that. Imagine you bought a house. Well, I know even imagination isn't enough to have a house in it. That's how hard buying a house have become. But pretend that you're imagining that, then you go check it alone to maybe record a video and show it to your family and friends. Now I know I took it too far with the imagination part, but hold on because I'm about to ruin it for you. So you're walking around and all of a sudden, some door closes on its own. Actually, it slams on its own and there is no wind at all. That's the story of our next guy, the one I made up obviously. He could have been just an agent or even a simple investigator.
Whoa! 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 Gosh.
Look, I know it was creepy and all, but you're a grown man. I'm not saying it should not scare you, but it's so sunny outside I had to put some sunglasses on to watch the video. If it was at night, I would have put some use to that toilet and ran away, if I would have had the time to think about it, of course. And we are still going on with this haunted houses streak, and with no context whatsoever. Just a normal dude chilling. Why did he pick up his camera, you may ask? I can't tell you, because he couldn't tell me what I should tell you, because I don't have the original source for the clip. He bought some kitchen equipments from Best Buy. It was on 90% sale for some awkward reason, and everyone was returning them after the purchase for some even more awkward reason. Turned out they came out of Pixar's world. From Toy Story to be more exact. They just have no respect. They move whenever they want, but for the water faucet part, I leave that up to the plumber to explain. I have never seen a faucet handle such as this one. Not even at my school. Like, I understand that this kitchen isn't that modern, but what kind of faucet opens like that? Finally, after so many houses, you will get to see a different place, a school. You can still go back to the previous clips if you prefer a house. Regardless, this next guy, also with no context, he is recording a staged activity. I mean a real paranormal activity that could make you cry according to the standards. He put himself in one of these classrooms to see if he could become a doctor. Like as if the knowledge will flew from the ceiling upon his rock-ass brain. Well, it may have worked, because the chair and the whiteboard were moving. So maybe the energy of knowledge was trying to escape and enter his body. And what makes my theory even more interesting is that the chair was also pointing at him at the end. It couldn't be a coincidence. Also, after the stupid story, you must know that the original video has no sound. Just some copyrighted music that is so bad YouTube would spit on me before giving me the claim. Now you may ask, what happened after that? Well, if the video started like that, why do you think it would have a good ending? And just an advice from this old man, the rest may make you want to throw yourself off the roof. I'm just saying. I don't care how haunted his house is, but I had felt so calm when I watched the video, regardless of the activity. So this man was laying on his bed, watching some stuff that I can't talk about, and before he was about to take things to the next level, he noticed a subtle movement. His deck wasn't turned on yet, so it can't be what he sensed. But the window was just ever so slightly trying to open. I guess the house had enough of his stinky smell. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is that thing beside his head a dog? Or it could be the head of some check he found at the club. Well, both are almost the same. If you haven't watched my top 15 video I uploaded 8 days ago, shame on you. Also, one of its clips link with the next one. In the previous mention, I took the next part of this one. I mixed it up. Here at this part, the investigator finds the sorcery. For some reason that sounded like a shitty Disney story. This abandoned building is haunted. I don't know if I should call it abandoned anymore. Both the next guy and the other dude went to this place so many times and investigated corners even rats can't reach. It just became normal again. Just clean that mess up and invite your friends immediately. They won't even tell how the building was like. Now for the activity. How can I put this together? If a virgin very old man had an opportunity to stay with a beautiful lady for 1 month without leaving the place, even if he is gay, he would still smash. Or at least try, and that's what happened here, kinda. It tried to set up something for him. Maybe he is hungry, so take the table to put some food on it, then put the mattress down and let's do it. But since he refused, the house collapsed on him. It threw a closet. That didn't work, so it threw a vase on his head. And when that didn't work either, he found a chicken, which was a trap. Take a look.
تهورت نمر على بعض النساء. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. وأعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. في حد؟ لا إله إلا الله. شنو هذا يا جماعة الخير؟ وكنادي تحركت. في حد؟ في حد؟ في صوت يا جماعة الخير، والله العظيم إنه في خوف. بسم الله. لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر. لا لا لا. لا إله إلا الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا 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 لا. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. حصنت نفسي بلا إله إلا الله. أقول لكم إنه في أحد. بسم الله. لا إله إلا الله. وش الصوت؟ في حد؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات. لا إله إلا الله. زي ما جات في الراس. الله يلعن الشيطان. لا إله إلا الله. زي ما جات في راسي والله العظيم يا جماعة. شنو هذا يا جماعة الخير؟ شنو هذا يا جماعة الخير؟ وشو ده؟ لا إله إلا الله. 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 لا إله إلا الله.
First of all, he is the one who added the caption at the end. Second of all, am I the only one who thinks the black screen scene sounded like something else? By the way, the chicken bone is the sorcery. But Dad decided to take out his phone and record a video of his son crawling on the ground like a dead fish, and that's it. Don't worry, the video will only last as I do in bed. In case you were covering your eyes while the video was playing, here is his foot getting grabbed by some unknown entity. But shit, that room looks unsettling. Talking about dad issues, here is one video I have seen on so many channels so many times. We almost got married, and I'm sure you did too. But the proposal didn't work out, did it? Anyway, a father, he was laying on his bed with his son awkwardly. They both noticed the light turning on its own. They were supposed to be alone that day. So they went out to check, and I can tell you, nothing happened. But the idea here is that no one except them were in the house at the time. The activity happened again in a different room after they left.
You're scary now. No, you're scary now. Yeah?
Scary friend. Scary friend.
I would like to imagine what could have happened if the light didn't turn on. What kind of video would we have seen? When I first watched this upcoming one, I felt like I was watching an episode from Pokemon, and I hated that show so much. I mean, who starts an investigation like that? I thought he caught some miracle. It was just a door shutting on its own. The worst part was when it happened the second time. His friend went into that room and checked around. Then there was some weird cut, even worse than the ones you see in big-budget Hollywood movies. And after that the door slammed. And that's fine and everything, but by the time he opened the door to show us there was no one behind. If there was to be someone, by the time you entered he would either be dead or somewhere in Hawaii having a vacation. The second part of the video is irrelevant, a pan shifting its position in his house, but just for extra content.
Yes, I caught it! What the hell? Do it again. Dude, this is amazing.
Wow. Oh, of course they have another end too.
Yeah. One more time, please.
Make the chandelier move, maybe?
Hunter's right there. No one's in there. You're right there.
And you saw that, Coulter saw that I was over there by the time it slammed shut. There's no way I was.
Maybe I should say that.
Yeah, do it.
Or maybe I go steps out so you know.
I got pee.
Huh?
You're over there.
I thought I saw something.
Oh, what the f...
Yeah.
Okay, sorry for pissing you off.
You cannot follow this hole.
Do not follow me.
Energy is not welcome.
Oh, you caught that. Yes. Alright, I'm gonna open the door and that's it, and we're gonna leave, okay? Sorry for pissing you off. One time?
Oh. There's two couples right there by the bucket to the left of it.
Now for those who may assume I combined two different videos in one, you are just as wrong as my ex when she left me. It's the same guy from the same channel. But I thought it would be lame if I only shared the first one, so I took the second one. It's still the same movie starting with the same lead star, just a different location. You know what else I thought would be lame? You leaving the video without subscribing to the channel.